I think that our story is unique, and by our, I mean my sister Vicki and I. And in 2013, I was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer. And on April 11th of this year, I will be cancer-free for 6 years. And I have become a big supporter of Susan G. Komen because I have felt the love the organization gives, and I have seen firsthand what it can do. A friend of mine who passed away February 1st, she had been diagnosed 16 years ago with breast cancer, and so she had been running in the race for the cure. And after my first surgery, she came to visit me at the hospital and told me, "You need to go to this race. This race is amazing, and I don't care if I have to push you in a wheelchair, drag you on a gurney, you've got to go." So I'm like, okay, I'm going. And the whole family came down, and it was a love fest. It was, every time I talk about this, I cry. It was one of the most amazing experiences that I had ever had. First of all, just the team that came around me, and just watching the other survivors be supported, and just the happiness that was at this event. You know, it wasn't this big downer of, you know, we all have cancer and, you know, woe is me. It wasn't this big pity party. It was just this hundreds and hundreds of people that were so hopeful and happy to be there and be walking and raising money to find a cure. And I would have never gotten through any of it without my family. If the family wouldn't have been there, I'm not quite sure what I would have done.
And then I go for my annual routine and find out that I need further testing. So I had to then have a diagnostic test, which of course was a bit of a financial burden. When I called, they said, "Have you heard of this grant called Susan G. Komen?" I go, "I'm aware of Susan G. Komen." Well, there's a grant, and I had the test done. It came out good. For lack of a better word, I was lucky. The test was paid for by Susan G. Komen. I never saw a bill. It was just a huge relief, a huge burden off of my family. And I called my sister and I said, "You are not gonna believe this. All those dollars that you've been fighting to raise is going to be used for me," her sister. It was amazing. There's somebody every year that you know that has been touched by this.
I'm 52 years old, and I'm not leaving this earth, I don't think, until there's a cure for breast cancer.
It's just really been a journey of, I can't even explain the word. There's not even a word for it. It's just emotional, empowering. You feel like you're actually doing something that is making a difference in the world.